is the Wrestling Conscious Channels. Hello, you conscious. That's what I'm calling you, people who are conscious about these wrestling streets and not just about the sheep mentality. Oh, John Cena. Oh, this is awesome. This is awesome. No. I'm here to provoke and emote. Get you to think. Man, the machine. Wrestling is not just about WWE and what they say. And I think, sometimes they think wrestling is quite lowbrow and we don't have any sense. But there's some intelligent people who analyze in these wrestling streets, and this is where you come from. If you just want me to glaze, go away. But if you want me to tell the truth and get you to think and get you to see wrestling in a different light, come to the service. Today's a Saturday. I can't do it tomorrow. Usually I do my content tomorrow. I would have said Sunday service, but come to the Saturday service. We're 7-day Adventists today. Come. So let's get into it.
Listen.
Let me just go through the themes of the topics of this show. I really want to get this show under 7 minutes because I feel like that is a peak time. So there are 5 things in my notes I want to talk about. The Unreal show. Lots been happening. Let's talk about the lead up to SmackDown. The go home shows to SummerSlam, that is. The third thing is Jelly Roll. Kind of just think about Jelly Roll. What value is he adding? Anyways, we're talking about Naomi doing her best work, probably at the top heel in any division, any promotion. And the John Cena flippity floppy heel face baby big show flippity floppy turn. Okay. So Unreal. Just want to say, can you like and subscribe, please? Because I realize about 3 times of you watch my stuff. I love you, watch my stuff, and you do not subscribe. Please like and subscribe. That really helps me out as a small channel in these streets. I want to get monetized, And I'm working. Your girl is working, doing some strategizing around the back. She's trying to figure out, okay, how do I bring more people? I've got to do my YouTube. Obviously, I'm showing my face a little bit more, but not today. I've got to work out on my iPhone of how do I not take up so much memory. I use my iPhone for my businesses I do a lot of visual stuff in my other businesses. But anyway, so let's talk about Unreal. How do you think Unreal was? I watched the whole 5 episodes in one go. It does look very Netflixy documentary, just the stylize of it. I felt like a lot of the Unreal was actually unreal. It's uncanny. Yeah, I felt like a lot of it was really staged. I feel like, of course, we knew the outcome, and I feel a lot of it they did, when Triple H is sitting with the writers' room, don't see much women, not much people of colour, probably just 1 or 2. Anyway, when they're in that writers' room, there's like, yeah, this is how we think. And we're just like, then Triple H like, yeah. No one really challenges Triple H and stuff like that. And so now we know how they make decisions out of just crap. You think there's a proper process, but it's just all these men and ex-wrestlers just wanking over themselves, thinking that they've got something right. They need outside influence. They need people who know how to write TV shows. They need proper storytellers. I don't believe these people are storytellers. I don't believe they know how to develop characters, to give characters depth. All they know is, let's put some matches together to get to a pay-per-view or PLE. I'm not convinced, because when you watch a movie, all right, movies are different to wrestling, and it's a whole different live theatre aspect of it. But when you have someone like a Superman, I'm just thinking things off Netflix like Witcher. Let's talk about even Squid Games. Can't remember all of the Korean names. So let's say that like the frontman for Squid Games. He has depth. The guy has a mask on for most of the time. He's on camera. But you feel like, and I'm watching it. Is it dubbed? Subbed. I'm watching it subbed. So I'm hearing it in Korean. and I am reading the subtitles. And you can feel like these characters have depth. It goes up and down. You feel, even for the baddies, right? The bad guys. And the way how I feel like the feel of Unreal is just like, if you're popular or you get, if somehow by the grace of God that you're lucky to get a reaction, a positive, favorable reaction from the crowd, Triple H will just push you. That's it. There's no signs. It's like, oh yeah, we're gonna make Rhea amazing. We're gonna add depth to her. We're gonna do this. No. If basically the formula, if you are soccer fans, back in the, so I'm from England. If you tell by my accent, so we used to have this football coach for the soccer football coach, Sven. I can't remember. I don't know if he's died. Sven something. I think he's from Sweden, and his basically play. His strategy will just throw the ball, not throw, because you can't throw when you're in football. Kick the ball as furthest as you can and pass it to the striker for the goal. Just lob that ball as close as don't think about defense, stuff like that. Just lob it at the big, and lob it at the near the goal. Just hoping on a wing and a prayer. And I feel that this is what Triple H does. He's just like, well, we're going to SummerSlam or we're going to to a PLE, and Rhea's popular, Punk is popular, and we're just going to do basic shit with them and do the bare minimum. I just want to know, why don't they invest? Like, you remember we used to invest in really good vignettes. We used to have stories backstage, like sets. Remember the APA? When oh God, I was going to talk for 7 minutes. It's not going to happen, is it? Oh, I'm going to stay on task. But I don't feel that, it just shows that Triple H is a egomaniac. And it's just self-promotion. It feels like Hall of Fame. He's trying to show his image. He's just trying to insert himself as his great creative mind, and he's got no creativity in his body. And if you're creative, like imagine you're in an ad agency, and you come with stiff, boring, ill-fitted suits, grey-ass suits. How can you be creative when you look so stiff? Imagine if you go to an ad agency, creative agency, it's like, yeah, I want you to creatively direct my soap commercial. And you go to this writer's room, and it's as stiff as your mom's tit giving milk back in 1882. Yeah, you're going to be feeling like, nah, man, you haven't got a creative thing in your body. Nah, I'm not about that. I didn't like how Bruce Pritchard was portrayed. There was a guy, I can't remember, he was one of the producers. Felt like there's some hazing and bullying, where the guy was like actually shitting himself for go overtime, and Bruce Pritchard was watching over him like a knob. Grown as man afraid of over men because of time. I thought, it just shows a lot of the, you can't really do much. You got to follow the machine, or you're gonna be what you call it? You're gonna be lambasted. There's gonna be some repercussions. And if you have creativity, sometimes things don't always work as well. I understand there's timing, there's networks, there's commercials. Sometimes the creativity happens when you let things just flow. You can't rush matches. You can't rush magic. You can't rush moments. Now, the next section is talking about going on to SummerSlam. There's 10 million PLEs. We can't even sink in the retirement of Goldberg. I did my Goldberg thing. I don't care if people cared or not. But I felt like they disrespected Goldberg. 100%. I don't care if you don't like him, but all you are just liars, because I'm telling you, if it was 1999, yeah, or 1998, you'd be on Goldberg's dick, because I'm telling you. But it's now trendy to say bad things about Goldberg. It's now trendy to say things about the greats, whether we like it or not, like Vince Russo and stuff like that. It's now trendy to say bad things about Sting and stuff like that. But back in the 90s, late 90s, you was on their dick. And I don't understand, people have short amnesia. Back in the day, you guys were did not even like Roman Reigns, the way how you wanted Roman Reigns to get fired. And now you're all on his dick now. So you are such a fickle. I remember, you guys are so fickle. But anyway, not as fickle as how much PLEs. Isn't like Clash of the Paris or Titans happening in a couple of weeks? Basically, I can't even sink in Evolution. I can't even sink in the AAA stuff. I can't even sink in Saturday Night Live, main event, whatever it's bloody called. I can't sink in all this stuff is happening. It's just a lot. So the PLEs are not even special anymore. Wasn't it King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring? It's a lot. And because of that, the build up to SummerSlam, especially this is supposed to be hot mania, summer mania in my head. It's just so flat. Flat. I don't feel excited. I was so upset with the WrestleMania build. I was so upset with it. But compared to WrestleMania build to this is poo. What our main thing is Jelly Roll. Why can't Jelly Roll go on a flipping Saturday Night Live or whatever mania mainline event? What do you call it? The one where Goldberg retired and had his mic cut off at 28 seconds. Raw and SmackDown is all predicated around Jelly Roll as the main event. The most least intimidating thing ever. Main event, you know. I thought the Solo Sikoa and the Jimmy Uso was going to be main event for the steel cage and all that kind of stuff. Nope. But big old Jelly Roll saying a few things to Logan Paul, and Drew McIntyre's wasting his talent, and Randy Orton's got a few years left and we're wasting his bump card with Jelly Roll. I'm not against Jelly Roll per se. I don't even care. Like, what are they fighting over? It's going to be a fun tag team match. At best, probably a good 6 out of 10. But is this going to be the main event for night one? Jesus, help me. Like and subscribe, folks. Who asked for Jelly Roll? I'm more excited to see Cardi B. And Cardi B's going to be hosting. I bet her hosting is going to be more entertaining than this tag match. Jesus. I can't even tell you what happened at Raw. I watched all that 3 hours. I know Nikki Bella was there. There's an 8 tag team match. Blah, 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 blah. I know LWO, are wasted in these streets, but they're doing great. Wasted in these streets. I know that Rusev, Sheamus, Aleister Black, Damian Priest now, they're in this kind of mid-card purgatory. Like, they put on okay matches, but no one cares about it. I know that Selena Vega, no matter how much she changes her wigs, she still botches. I'm not against her as a person, but I'm like, there's so many better wrestlers than you, and you're taking people's spots. I don't want her to get fired per se. Let her be a manager or mouthpiece, or be a GM. I think she's really good. That's her strong points, and I really commend her for defying the odds as a small wrestler. And she puts a lot of creativity into her gear, into her persona, into her aesthetic. I get it. But with all the women, especially in NXT, who are around, like the Naomis, the Charlottes and stuff like that, and you've been wrestling for forever, and you've been wrestling as long as Mercedes Moné, and you're still doing this stupidness. Like, I can't forgive. Give B-Fab the US title. Give Minchin. Minchin's been doing 10 million. Give Minchin the title, man. Put Minchin and B-Fab and let them win. God. You know what? WrestleMania, from London, I woke up live and watched it. I ain't watching it live. SummerSlam, Summer Pants. Now the next one, I talked about Jelly Roll. I mixed it in with the Raw and SmackDown thing. There's no value. I'm not excited. There's no storyline. Like, oh my God, I can't wait for, Logan Paul. I don't care. Now, the next one I'm talking about is Naomi doing her best work. She's funny, they're laughing. Every time she comes on, she's having a new gear. I think her gear in Raw was inspired by the Thriller. I'm so loving it. It's weird how people was against Naomi and now everyone's on board. I told you everyone is fickle. People even are saying her catchphrase. People say, some people are like, it's too corny. proceed with caution. People, they won't say proceed with, but they say caution at the end. And she's over. She's over. She's a lovable heel. Unfortunately, you want to hate her? You can't hate her. We just know it's nice. It's like a lovable anti-hero, like a Stone Cold-esque. You want to hate him, but you can't really hate Stone Cold. You just got to deal with it. And she better win SummerSlam, because they'll be alright if she don't win SummerSlam. Doing good promos, she's a bit funny, people care about her, people want to see her. That's the difference, people want to see her. And the only people against her are just, Rhea Ripley, like wankers. They just love Rhea Ripley so much they can't see past her brutality. Unfortunately, but I do love Io Sky. So I think Naomi needs to find a way. And I think this will elevate even we know she's a great wrestler anyway. But because of the standing of Io and Ripley, and Rhea, and their standard of wrestling and how they usually steal the show from WrestleMania, from Evolution till now, they better elevate. Io doesn't really need it, but just for the recent fickle fans and in her new era, that has to elevate Naomi. I'm interested in Naomi like fighting Charlotte, Becky's like one-on-one, doing proper elevated to the top. She's top already, but proper top. She's top to me, but top in the eyes of others, And lastly, let's talk about the blood clot. John Cena, flippity flop, floppity floppity flop. Like if you have toast and it's you burnt bread and you put butter on it, what statistically does it land? I need to check on the email. Like, what does ChatGPT tells me? Because this guy, his whole thing since probably February has been a waste of time. And the way how they tried to insult our intelligence with the pivoting, I thought we were going to wait for Unreal to come, the documentary. We're going to wait till that to come so we can concoct some story how Triple H is a mastermind behind heel stuff, or blame it on The Rock and show that Triple H is creative. And then we're going to just take a really crappy forged hand signature contract signing, which is bog standard, doing a contract signing for a title shot, a world title shot. And we're going to say to John Cena, I woke up from that, and I forged my signature for that contract, and I'm going to be a good guy now. Thank you, Cody. And we're going to take the American beer, which WWE is a minor stakeholder from. We're going to subliminally try to put Hogan's legacy in. We've had some tributes, but now we're going to get his beer, and we need to make money from this because we put some money in from his American beer. And it doesn't even make sense. Tell me if it makes sense. Now, let me look at my toast analogy. If toast has one side buttered, what side will it fall? Let me tell you, what does ChatGPT, and it's coming to the analogy. So, the popular and often humorous answer that it will fall butter side down. And you think, okay, so he's a heel, we've got some butter on it. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's flippity flop. It can go anytime you want. So, it could go, it's just so stupid. It could go any way. So, John Cena could come. It's so middle down the road. It's so bloody annoying. And I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm ashamed of myself. I've sinned. I am ashamed of myself. Last year, from WrestleMania to SummerSlam, I was defending Trips, Hunter, Triple H, Paul Levesque. I said, let him cook till SummerSlam last year. I said, let him have a chance. And now it's been over a year from the last WrestleMania, which was awesome, till now. I thought, I can't give this guy no blood clot chances. I cannot defend you. I gave you a whole year to WrestleMania to redeem yourself, and you shat it out. You just felt, let me just sit on this toilet let me just sit on this toilet and just shit. I'm not gonna wipe my bum. I'm gonna let the shit just pile up till my bum hole touches it. And I'm gonna just lift myself up a little tiny bit up. And I'm gonna shit again. Because that's what he's doing. But he said, I'm getting paid to shit. I might as well do it. Like, I'll use that shit. I'll put it on OnlyFans. Or put it on, Netflix and get some money. It's creativity. You have to do something different. What has he pushed the boundaries with? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. And this is a creative team getting millions of pounds to write the same thing again and again and again and again. I think ChatGPT could do better. I think my cat Burrito can do better. In his dreams. If I can interpret his dreams, I'll make some money out of it. So let's go to this John Cena heel stuff. John Cena being a babyface. Now, he comes in the ring. He says, I'm paraphrasing, I did the heel stuff for, TV ratings, and I've been left alone, and I'm here by myself, all by myself, because I got to turn heel because I had no friends, all by myself. I did all that. And it is all that. For what? And then he has like beers, libations with Cody Rhodes, and said Cena wants to build his legacy on honesty and respect. And he threw all away at Elimination Chamber in the pursuit of shocking TV. He admitted that the aftermath left him alone, trying to play a role that didn't reflect who he is. I think he's thinking about his This is what Cena's thinking. I'm like, I tried this, it's not working, and I want some money for merch. I want my merch money. It's millions of merch money. Everyone's gonna be, oh yeah, I want merch money. And if he wasn't a heel, so if he's Babyface, why did he get the announcer to do this little heelish announcement? And then he's going to say the 1st of August is tonight, the day John Cena came back to WWE. I said, get me out of here, man. Get me out of here. All of you are chatting shit. Welcome back. And for you, all of you just to be like, oh my God, this is what... You guys fans, yes you, make it so easy so someone can pull a Houdini on you. I'm not going to forget. You make me watch through all this from March till now, like 5 months, for you to do some stupidness. And what the storyline's going to be like every other storyline. I'm going to beat you because I'm better than you. I'm going to beat you because I'm better than you. I'm going to beat you because I'm going to be the better wrestler than you. Oh my God, I'm the better wrestler than you. That's the Tiffany Stratton thing, and with, what's her name, Jade Cargill. Imagine a woman champion match, you can't even get them into the ring and do a proper promo. I don't know what they're fighting for. So I'm just thinking, if John Cena want to get his merch money and get his retirement money, is Cody turning heel? Because if Cody turns heel and sells merch and shit like that, it's giving up money. I don't know the what do you call it? The money sense of Cody turning heel when he's such a popular merch driving babyface. And also he's like the ambassador of the company. And he does it really well. PR. He should work for the PR team. And also Cody has the podcast and stuff like that. So I'm not understanding, man. What was the point of The Rock's intervention and the skinny little run like Travis Scott. So basically, John Cena, Triple H is trying to save Cena's last run before it ends up becoming a complete botch fail. And I thought, you know what, Christmas is coming, holidays are coming, holidays are coming. Oh, it's Coca-Cola. I think I'm gonna get some bank before John. We're gonna squeeze TKO. It's gonna squeeze. I swear TKO is doing some money laundering, you know. I mean, TKO is just like, let's squeeze these fans for everything what we got. They're so fickle. The majority just want to be part of the crowd. They like to have a participation award. We'll just give them anything. All right, so the people who glaze, and we let them do PR and get really good interviews. They don't go too harsh on the WWE. But the people who actually criticize and give constructive criticism and actually wakes up the audience, they don't want them, you know, to be in their press rooms when they do their post-show kind of shows and all that kind of stuff. I get it. All about the game and how you play it. All about the game. So, I don't know if there's like a swerve. I don't know. I feel the heel turn never worked and it was forced. Cena's not a natural heel. He was like playing an actor who wanted to be heel. But, you know, does this, you know, it'd be better even at the end if there's a Cena Rock kind of thing. That's the only way we can save Cena's year if it sets up something at the end of the year. Or maybe Royal Rumble. I don't know. Survivor Series is the only last thing, but when they have the War Games thing, anything they could have set up for John Cena's turn or anything should have been done at SummerSlam, like, or a big marquee match like The Rock versus Cena or something like that. Final Boss versus something like that. That's the only way it can work. And now we're gonna get The Rock back, hopefully, and see what it is. So I just they even made this. They just effed up this man. They effed it up. But I don't know. Money wise, I can't see Cody Rhodes turning heel just now in this run. People have to really turn against Cody, sorry. So all in all, we looked at how unreal it was on stage, and a big glaze corporate shell glazing for Triple H to show Triple H is creative and he's not creative. And it even made me even worry more. We looked at Raw and SmackDown in the lead up to SummerSlam, and it's winter. It's not even hot. Jelly Roll, there's no value having Jelly Roll. Who's doing a favor to Jelly Roll to live his dreams. I like to live my dreams, but is it entertaining? Is it entertaining as a fart? Naomi's doing her best work, and you guys are on board. And finally, John Cena as flippy flop heel. You're making a mockery out of his legacy. We have the recency effect. We know usually what you do at the beginning and at the end. And I feel like this is just another TKO money grab. If you're going to turn him heel, stick to it and have conviction and ride it through. That's what Vince McMahon would do. He's like, fuck you, I'll just do what I want anyway because I'm the boss. But obviously Triple H is not the boss. He's a non-creative. He's just, nepotism, innit? I'm fucking the boss's daughter and I'm going to pretend I'm as powerful as Vince McMahon. But I'm not ever as creative as Vince McMahon. Don't have the balls to be creative as Vince McMahon. And I just stay on the lines and do the bare minimum, and I'm getting paid lots of money. And I'm going to pretend that I know what I'm doing. And that's basically Triple H. And just everyone's having libations and be friends. It's like the wrestlers are not even fighters anymore. They're just lovers. Tell me again, are we wrestlers and friends? I'm telling you, it's an abomination. It's a shitting on our childhoods. It's shitting on our intelligence, and I question. That's why I've done less content. I really question how much energy I put into wrestling if you're gonna do this shit. Not like they're gonna is if this channel shuts down tomorrow, it's gonna make a big difference. But it's a ripple effect, isn't it? Wrestling's quite social. I know you can watch it individually, but we like to talk about it. We invest in it as part of our culture. And we don't want to talk about it. We don't want to deal with it. The energy's not there. You're slowly going to die. Look at Netflix. Imagine there's 200 million people and probably like 1%, 1% or 2% of your whole your global audience watch wrestling. Squid Game is number one, mate. So you tell me that. You tell me that. So, yeah. Sorry, guys, but this is the wrestling conscious. I was hoping for 7 minutes. I had so much to talk about. Maybe I got to do them in separate videos. Maybe that will help because I don't know if people really watch long videos. But that is the week of the wrestling conscience. Please like and subscribe if you made it to the end. I'm so grateful for you, the faithfuls, the conscience faithfuls, and